And we are live at West High School as we anticipate today's first game of the Alaska Airlines Classic. Hi again, everyone. I'm Haider, joined today by Qyntyn Pilcher. And Qyntyn, it looks like we're going to have a gymnasium full of fans today. It's fortunate that this thing gets underway during the school day and a 12 noon start. That means all the kids get to come in and have their lunch in here and enjoy some basketball. The junior high is here as well. So for these athletes to be able to compete in front of a big crowd like this has to be a great thrill. Yeah, absolutely. When you come running through the hallway and you come through the doors into this gymnasium and you see a big crowd like it, it isn't often at the high school level that you get a huge crowd like this. It's got to, your heart just has to start something. Let's talk about a little bit about this West High School team. You know all the guys here. How would you classify them? Are they up and down the court run and gun team? Are they defensively sound? Talk about West.
I think they're definitely a running gun team. They're really young this year. They only have 4 or 5 seasons experience. So you see a lot of sophomores and freshmen on the roster. They're all definitely playing. I definitely going to see a lot of running
Kids love to play high tempo at a high tempo, and that's true for basketball. It's true for hockey. I know as a football player, I know you like maybe that no huddle offense is just right up your alley because things are always moving, things are always going, right? When you play a style like that, getting rebounds is really paramount. You can't trigger a fast break if you don't have the basketball, so sealing off and doing a great job on the defensive boards is very important. Now the Eagles played last night and lost a close one to Bartlett. How about playing so close together? Basketball, usually you get a few days off, but as far as this tournament is concerned, you're going to have to play multiple games in a relatively short amount of time. So tell me about the psychology of that, playing last night and then having to come out today and playing a 12 noon game.
I don't think it's too much on them on their legs. They're trying to stuff like this. So we just got to bring more energy to that. We saw a lot of turnovers, and honestly, it was a slower paced game. And that's when West got their disadvantages when the game slowed down.
I have to think that having the student body here will help at least give them a nice kickstart. Sometimes when you get what they call a student body game, a bell will go off maybe in the third quarter or maybe at halftime, and the whole place empties out. But I understand that today the crowd will be here for most all of the game, so that energy level itself, the players really feed off that.
Right, for sure, yeah. Hopefully that we don't have any bell interruptions today. I think the only one we should be hearing is at 2 o'clock when they have to notify everyone that it's time to go, buses are here and stuff. But as far as them being on the court, I don't really think the bells distract them too much because they're just so locked in. But definitely the student body being here is definitely something that they feed off of. And you can tell in the warm-ups right now that they're pretty energetic, it looks like.
Yeah, for sure. Now West Valley comes in here, and as far as being a visitor in an environment like this, it can go one of two ways. It can either be intimidating or it can be a whole lot of fun. As an athlete, how do you feel about going into an opposition gym and seeing a crowd like this?
There's been a couple times, coming into opposition gym and seeing this right here, you just kind of got to stay in your zone, stay locked in, and just try not to let the crowd feed off that negative energy. They got to stay in their zone. They got to come here to do what they do. They practice hard for this too. So just them coming in, running their game plan, and not being distracted by the huge crowd is going to be big for them.
Know anything about West Valley?
I know a couple of people, Chance Culver and Cornelius Mingo, I mean, you're going to see a lot of them. The offense normally runs through them.
Right.
And I mean, you see a lot of people on the team just feed off of their energy. You know, they're seniors on the team, they're leaders. So people are really going to feed off their energy in this game.
I can't think that this has to be just nothing but fun for these guys to be out here and to be in this gymnasium. And I'll be honest with you, Qyntyn, it's been quite a while since I've been at a game here at West High. I remember back in the Trajan Langdon days and being here and broadcasting games. But this gymnasium is wonderful. They've taken care of it. They fixed it up really well. And it's what a wonderful place to watch high school basketball and to play high school basketball.
Right, for sure. West definitely has like one of the nicest gymnasiums in the state, I can say. And, you know, you see that. I think people recognize that we take really good care of our gym. As you see, like we hold like state volleyball championships and stuff here. You know, some rivalry here. I think people just like being in this environment because not only, you know, it's probably one of the biggest gymnasiums in the state. It's taken care of, and people like that.
Yeah, and I know this is way before your time, but actually when Anchorage had a pro team here, the Anchorage Northern Knights, they played here at West High School. Well, because the facility was big enough to handle a bigger crowd, and at the time, this was the high school in Anchorage, so it worked out really well.
So, for sure.
Got to get you all mic'd up here,
yeah,
get you hooked up.
Oh, I forgot what we were talking about.
If you had a tie on, they'd hook it to your tie.
Well, you told me to wear something nice, and Gustafson said wear something like just casual, so I was like, all right.
Yeah, you know, what's the teacher's fault? He didn't give you the heads up on that. So
anyway, it's very exciting to be here with this gymnasium filling up, not only with students but also with just other folks that are just coming here to watch the game. It really lends itself to a festive atmosphere, no doubt about that. This is the Alaska Airlines Classic 2018, coming your way from West High School on the West High Orange Juice Network.
That is an awesome name.
Oh yeah, I remember we were sitting in class one day. And I was actually one that came up with that name. I was just in the class.
Did you?
Yeah, I came up with the orange juice name. I was like, people are getting tired of hearing West Update. You know, let's just switch it up. Let's say, I was like, orange juice. Let's why not try orange juice? And, you know, it caught. And it's definitely something that caught the students' attention. You know, some people were like making fun of it, but then they like caught on to it because it's like a cheesy, you know.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing that you'll notice about media and things like that. The things that you think are really dorky and cheesy are the things that stick in people's minds.
Right.
You know, an example of that is like when political season comes around and you hear these goofy jingles that the political candidates put out there, and you think, oh my gosh, if I ever hear that again, it'll be too soon.
Right.
But you know what? It sticks in your head.
Right. I mean, like when I was up there, I was like, orange juice, and Coach David was just like, whoa, like that's good. So I was like, hey, it stuck with us. So.
Yeah.
We've got the flags getting into position. We'll have the national anthem coming up, and of course our starting lineups as well, as West takes on West Valley. It's all part of the Alaska Airlines tournament, and there's a big schedule of games coming up, and I want to let everybody know that coming up at 5 o'clock, or the 3 o'clock game, it was originally scheduled to be a Kodiak and Planet Athlete. What's going to happen there, though, is that the service, the Cougars are going to step into Kodiak's spot because Kodiak had some weather issues. Imagine that, coming off the rock and having weather issues for Kodiak. It seems like every year at different times that's the case, but they're on their way. But service is going to jump in there and take on Planet Athlete. Now, Planet Athlete, what a name for a team that is, eh?
Yeah, that's a crazy name. I mean, whenever I saw it on paper, I was just kind of like, Planet Athlete. Okay, so I was like, all right, I got to search these guys up. And, you know, it turns out that they're an academy in Las Vegas, so they were up here a couple years ago. So they did pretty well. They had a couple star players stand out and everything, but Planet Athlete's definitely going to be a tough competitor in this tournament.
All right, we're just about ready for our national anthem and such, and as so, we will turn it over to the house for the presentation of the flags, the national anthem, and our starting lineups. You're watching the 2018 Alaska Airlines Classic coming your way from West High School.
Here we are, Alaska Airlines Classic 2018. We're so glad you are here. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors presented by the West High Air Force Junior ROTC. Commanding this afternoon is Lieutenant Colonel Rebecca Searle. Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor. Singing the anthem today for us is West's own Malia Lula.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held and broad stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that was Malia Olula of West High. All right, we'd like to get a big West High welcome for the superintendent of the Anchorage School District, Dina Bishop.
Good to
Ladies
see
and
you.
gentlemen,
Nice to
put
see
your hands
you.
together, please.
Thanks for being here.
And next up, we'd like to introduce Scott Haberstad from Alaska Airlines. Scott Haberstad is the reason this tournament's been going on so long. A great supporter of West High, Scott Haberstad. All right, first off, we'll be introducing the bench players for the visiting West Valley Wolfpack. All right, wearing number 32, he's a guard, he's a sophomore, number Adrian Smith. He's a sophomore forward, standing 6'3", number 22, Cohen Campbell. He's a junior guard, standing 6'1", number 21, Ty Thomas. He's a senior guard, standing 5'11", number 15, Jalen Gallahorn. He's a sophomore guard, standing 6'1", number 5, DeMarcus Davis. He's a sophomore guard, standing 6'2", number 4, Terrell Peter. And last but not least, is a senior guard standing 6'1", number 2, Jacarius Ward. And there's bench players for the West Valley Wolfpack. Now we'll be introducing the starters for the West Valley Wolfpack. He's a sophomore guard standing 6'2", number 34, Noah Doe. He's a senior guard standing 6'2", wearing number 11, Jesse Stickle. He's a sophomore guard standing 5'11", number 10, Dylan Earhart. He's a senior guard standing 6'1", wearing number 1, Chancellor Fields Colbert. And last but not least, he's a senior standing 6'2" at the guard position, number 3, Cornelius Mingo Jr. Head coach Cornelius Mingo Sr., assisted by West, Cooks, and Stickle. All right, now for the west side of things. We'll be introducing the bench players first. He's a forward, he's a sophomore standing 6'4", number 32, Anthony Snow. He's a senior at the forward position standing 6'3", the bruiser under the basket, number 25, TJ Prater. He's a junior guard standing 5'10", number 22, Dalen Johnson. And he's a senior at the guard position, standing 6'4", number 21, Luca Wall. He's a sophomore forward, standing 6'4", number 20, Isaiah Grant. And he's a sophomore guard, standing 5'11", number 3, Jamari Lawrence. And he's a senior, generously listed at 5'7" at the guard position. He's back, number 1, Devin Jackson. And last, certainly not least, he's a senior standing 5'11". He's a guard, number 15, Isaiah is King. And now for your starters for the West Side Eagles. He's a freshman breaking the starting lineup, standing 6'3" in the guard position, number 12, Trevor Jackson. He's a junior at the forward position, standing 6'8", Jariah Coleman. He's a junior guard, standing 6'3", number 24, Iowell Dak. He's a senior guard and a team captain, standing 5'11", number 23, Devin Mon. Last but certainly not least, he's a 6-foot senior. He's a guard, wearing number 10, and a team captain, DeAndre McMorris. And there's your starters for the West Side Eagles. Head coach, Josh Muhlenkamp, assistant vice coaches, Agiak, Janelle Lewis, and Perkins. Referees for today's action, Conley, Singleton, Leach.
All right, folks, there you go. Our starting lineups are set. The players are on the floor. The referees are getting in position. The coaches are ready to go. This crowd is ready to erupt at the first sign of a West High Eagle point. And it's exciting. It's great to be here.
You definitely feel the energy in the building, too. Just the environment is really live, so that should be in for an exciting game.
Definite height advantage for Jariah Coleman as he gets ready to jump up against Chancellor Fields Colbert. So I'm anticipating that West will get the basketball first, but you never know.
Chancellor's got a little bounce in his legs. I don't know. I wouldn't count him out just yet.
Just about ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Can't be over the line.
Bingo. Cheating over half a step there.
A bit.
And sure enough, West Valley with the basketball will get things rolling here this afternoon. The 12 noon game, West and West Valley. And the Wolfpack with the basketball. Fields Colbert dumped it off into the corner, whistle, trying to walk, and our first turnover of the game gives the basketball to West. Pressure in the backcourt by the Wolfpack. Pass to the middle of the floor. Taken away. Intercepted by Mingo. He drives, puts it up. That won't go. Fields Colbert over to the right wing. And the Wolfpack will pull it back out and they'll set things up. Looking at a 2-3 West zone.
You're definitely going to see West Valley play that up-tempo defense with the press. You know, they want the ball back. They want the ball. You're definitely going to see them playing aggressive on defense.
Around the horn, into the corner. First shot put up there by Jesse Stickle comes off no good, and the rebound cleared away by the Eagles. Into the front court, quick jumper from the right wing. That comes off no good. Ball will travel out of bounds, and it belongs to West Valley. We're just underway. 7:07 left to go in quarter number 1, and we have no score. The Eagles with some backcourt pressure as well.
The West in a kind of similar press.
West Valley able to negotiate that press successfully, and they'll set up top on the right side with Dylan Earhart. Into the corner, that's Mingo, back to Earhart, drives it over to the left, spin move into the paint, dropped it off, nice no-look pass.
IUL says no.
Rejected at the rim,
Nice.
but they're going to call a foul on the play, so the block was good, but the foul will result in a couple of free throws for Noah Doe.
Noah Doe at the line, the West Valley Wolfpack.
First one comes off no good. You got to give Doe some credit though, because when you go up into those tall trees, you know there's going to be a lot of commotion
There.
Oh, for sure. You know, Jariah and IUL did protect the middle. That's their job. You know, they're very aggressive, especially IUL. You're going to see the aggressive side of him today. You know, he likes contact. He's not afraid of that contact, so you're definitely going to see him defending the rim pretty good today.
Doe gets the first point of the game. West Valley leads it 1-0 as the Eagles come into the front court. Lob pass to Devin Mong. Whistle and a walk. Tight defense there by Earhart, and Mong had nowhere to go.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be a really high-paced game. You're seeing both teams come out in the press. So, you know, tempo of the game seems to be pretty high right now.
Turnover into the front court. Whoops! The ball went off the fingertips of Dak and out of bounds.
And you just see stuff like that. You know, I think that's just his nerves wracking right there. You know, just not being able to grab the ball. But think you'll see a little bit of that in this first quarter. Hopefully you get the pregame jitters out.
Yeah, well, you know, and the pressure doesn't help things because it gets a little bit frenzied in the backcourt. It's not like you can walk
that basketball up and just kind of chill.
Right.
6:23 to go, first quarter. 1-0 West Valley. Whistle and foul in the backcourt. That's going to go against Dak. His first personal.
TJ Prater checking in for West.
In the ball game for West, it's TJ Prater. Now the Eagles will back off of their pressure.
You're going to see them sit back in a 2-3 zone for a little bit.
On the right wing, Earhart swings it over. Stickle back on top for Earhart. No shot clock in the high school game. A long attempt is good by Noah Doe.
It's a goal from long point.
He has all 4 West Valley points as the Wolfpack lead at 4-0.
He's off to a good start. You're definitely going to see some threes coming from Noah Doe. You know, they played in the South O'Brady's tournament last week. Saw the same similar type of play.
Shot taken from the right baseline comes off no good. West Valley with the rebound, so West still looking for the first points of the game. Stickle up top on the left side. Now Earhart takes over out near the timeline. 5:35 to go, first quarter. 4-0 West Valley. From the left wing, Doe. An air ball. The ball is banged off of Prater and out of bounds, and West Valley will retain possession. From the right baseline, a look away pass to the free throw line. Fields Colbert pulls it back out, then gets the ball back. Way up on top. Mingo and over to Earhart. Drains it. Dylan Earhart, his first 3 points of the game, and West Valley has jumped out to a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, you can see they want to come out and shoot the long range ball today. You can definitely tell that.
Well, if they can keep up success with that, that'll bring that 2-3 zone out.
You can see that because if West wants to sit back in a 2-3 zone, you know, West Valley's going to try to expose those holes in that 2-3. That's why they're looking for their shots off.
Eagles on the drive, underneath, wrap around, no good, rebound, no good, and a foul call. Jeriah Coleman with the first attempt on the wraparound layup, and then he got a second chance as he stayed with the shot. Put it up again, no good, but he'll go to the free throw line to prepare. He's the guy with the height advantage out there, so plays like that are expected of him. We'll see if he can cash in from the free throw line.
Being 6'8" and being really lengthy, you know, this coach definitely look for him to come down with every rebound. Has high expectations of him, even though he's only a junior. But this is his first year playing on varsity basketball, so it's really interesting to see him play.
This is the first free throw. Needs to get West on the board here, get this crowd into the game, and the high arching shot comes off, no good. And the rebound to West Valley.
West is still looking for their first points. Definitely see some pregame jitters out there for sure, though.
Stickle in the left corner, back out on top. Doe. This is Mingo. Off no good. Stickle skies for the rebound, pulls it back out. Another three-point attempt comes off no good. The ball is tipped into the right corner. Saved from going out by West Valley, and Earhart's going to pull it all the way back out, and he'll reset that West Valley offense. 4:15 to go, first quarter. From the right corner. That shot comes up short to the baseline. Slapped at underneath, a slap pass to Fields Colbert, and then it's put up and in by Cornelius Mingo
Tips it in.
for his first 2 points of the game, and West is going to take a timeout. I don't know if I saw this coming, but it certainly is explainable when you talk about pregame jitters and playing in front of a crowd like this. It looks like the Eagles are a bit tight.
Oh, for sure. You can definitely expect them to be a little bit tight. You know, the environment, you know, it's a crazy environment. I remember last year it took me a little bit going because I was just like, dang, there's a lot of people here, you know, but you just got to stay locked in your zone. I expect them to come out with a lot of energy coming out of this timeout, though. You know, Coach Josh is trying to field them up in there, coming in with a new lineup with Luca Wall checking in. You know, he definitely comes in and looking, push the floor, and, you know, just give the team some energy, be that spark.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so what does it take to kind of get into the flow of things? In football, you want that first hit,
right,
or you want that first touch of the football. In hockey, same thing, the first tumble into the corner, the first feel of the puck. In basketball, what do you got to have?
I think you're just looking for that one easy bucket, not even like a big play or anything, just that one easy layup. Or, you know, I know on defense, a lot of people get fed up when you get a charge because that's hard work in basketball right there. Charges, rebounds is the hardest part of the game. So I definitely, when you get a good charge or maybe just that easy basket, get them some life going.
one of the toughest things for high school kids to remember is move your feet.
Right.
And so that's what it's going to take for the Eagles to again try to force those turnovers and
keep mentally in this game and get those first 2 points and drive to the basket. And there it is. No, hold on. An offensive foul is called, and that will negate the basket. Well done.
Offensive foul on Iowa Tech. Isaiah King in the game for West.
So the Eagles will still wait for their first 2 points. Lobbed into the front court. Fields Colbert back on top. Stickle. Now Earhart calling out the offense from the top of the key. Joe, Stickle. Got it. And that's good for 3.
Yeah, like I said, you're going to see West Valley come out, want to shoot the long ball today. So West has got to step out to be able to defend on that.
3 3-point field goals, Earhart, Stickle, and Doe here in the first quarter of the game. 12-0 West Valley. Oh, a missed layup underneath by Anthony Snell. And the Wolfpack come ahead again. Still pitching a shutout.
Score on that one.
Doe. That one comes off no good. A long rebound, touched out of bounds, and it will belong to the West Eagles. Lawrence into the front court, drives, lays it up, teardrop jumper is good, and a foul call.
Jamari Lawrence on one. Gets West on the board. Noah Doe.
Noah Doe picking up the foul, his first personal, and maybe that's what it will take for the Eagles to loosen up to get those first 2 points up on the board. Wholesale changes now for the Wolfpack. 5 go in, 5 come out. 2:59 left to go, first quarter. West Valley with a 12-2 lead. Free throw comes off, no good. Rebound cleared by the Wolfpack, and a long pass down the floor. Timing pattern caught there by Gallahorn, and a whistle and a foul called on Gallahorn's move to the hoop.
That was a really good effort by Isaiah King, get back on defense and be able to set his feet and get that charge.
That's what we're talking about, moving the feet and keeping the defense in mind, defense to create offense.
You can definitely see that charge, gave them a little bit of life, got the crowd into it. Hopefully we can see them get into a little flow here.
Hanging jumper is good by Luca Wall.
Anthony Snow on the assist.
12-4, West Valley with the lead and the basketball. Gallahorn up on top, driving, laying the ball up, and no good was DeMarcus Davis. And the rebound cleared by the Eagles. Down court pass. Now at the right wing. Shaken loose for the jumper, having come off no good as Lawrence puts pressure on Campbell in the backcourt, but West Valley is able to clear the traffic. 2:03 to go first quarter, 12-4 West Valley. They'll try to increase that lead. They cannot. The basketball drops into the hands of Luca Wall. And the Eagles back the other way, leaning in off the glass. No good by Prater. Again, the rebound cleared by West Valley, and they'll bring the basketball ahead. But first, they'll have a timeout taken, a short timeout by West Valley. When you build a lead like this at 12-4, obviously you cannot win a game in the first quarter, but you can lose it. And so I think with West Valley, maybe you don't want to get caught up in what's happened so far. Yeah, you want to keep doing what got you here, and that is hitting the long distance jumper. But as you know, the long distance jumper isn't always going to be there for you.
Right, it's definitely not a high percentage shot, depending on who you have shooting the ball. But they seem to be hitting it pretty well. I didn't see really too many shots off key. But West Valley's going to be aggressive on the three today. I think they're looking to see those fall because West wants to sit back in a 2-3 zone.
Well, and here's the other thing is that the 5 players who were on the floor, who largely fashioned this lead, are now on the bench, and the new 5 out there. So you want to get this next 5 into the same rhythm that the first 5 had. Pressure in the backcourt by the Eagles. Into the front court, driving. This is Davis. Tried to lay it up. Kicked and taken away. On the drive, King lays it up, no good. Rebound is cleared by Campbell. Campbell into the front court. Free throw line, jumper, yes. Cohen Campbell, that's his first 2 of the game, 14-4. West Valley with 1:09 left to go, first quarter. From the top, into the paint, laying it up awkwardly and drawing the foul is Luca Wall. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And he'll go there courtesy of Jaden Gallahorn, and that's his first personal foul. Check that, number 2, second personal foul on Jaden Gallahorn. 1:04 left to go, first quarter. 10-point lead for West Valley. Entry pass to the high post, tipped at the top of the key, pulled down by Wall. Into the left corner, Crater, yes!
West is starting to look out to get on that start.
That'll get a crowd out of their seats, won't it? Nice, well-timed three-pointer. Earhart drops it back, and a short jumper is good by DeMarcus Davis. 16-7. West Valley with the lead as they were now down near the 32nd mark left to go in the quarter. A drive by Lawrence, lays it up with the left hand, and it comes up a little bit short. He got the rebound, but as the ball dropped into his hands, he was standing on the baseline. So a turnover and one more opportunity here for West Valley to increase what now is a 16-7 lead. Earhart. Campbell laid it up. Campbell will try it. Leaves it short. Wolfpack hang on to the basketball, down to 2 seconds to go. Earhart spins, throws it up off the glass, no good, and that is the end of our first quarter of play. With our score, the West Valley Wolfpack 16 and the West High Eagles 7. We'll be back with more from West High School after this 30-second timeout on the West High Orange Juice Network.
There's the West High Band.
I'm like nervous.
Doing great, man. Doing great. Having fun?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
It's definitely a cool experience.
Okay, so
Welcome back, everyone. Kurt Haider along with Qyntyn Pilcher at West High School. Thursday afternoon basketball, all part of the Alaska Airlines Classic. West looking to take a bite out of a 9-point West Valley lead. The shot comes off no good, goes to the floor. Stickle comes away with it.
Gets into the front court and clears it up top. This is Earhart. 3 points so far on the day for Earhart. Mingo, Earhart from the right wing. Jump pass, look away, Stickle. In and out. Rebound is cleared by Luca Wall. Eagles into the front court with Lawrence. Thought about pulling up for the jumper instead. From the top, Wall. Stickle on the left baseline grabbing that rebound. Earhart into the front court, up and down to the right hand, gets a pick, drives to the free throw line. Look away pass into that left corner, comes off no good. Offensive rebound grabbed by Fields Colbert. Drive to the hoop by Mingo, and I think he got a gift there drawing that foul because he was out of control, and I think drawing the foul was about his only play because his shot would have been a prayer.
Right, for sure. He's a big body in there, so driving at them, West got to get down there and get their feet set. Mingo definitely looking there to get some contact, get to the free throw line.
Prater with the foul, that's his first personal. Cornelius Mingo with 2 points in the game. Misses that first free throw.
Devin Jackson in the game for West.
Jackson, McMorris, and Mong all coming into the game for West.
Definitely good to see Devin Jackson get out here on the court. He played a little bit last night, but prior to that game, he hasn't played all season. So definitely seeing to look him get his nerves out early, and get this West High Eagle team to a flow.
7:01 to go first half. 16-7 West Valley. Mingo back to the line to shoot his second. Comes off no good. Rebound cleared underneath by Mong. The Eagles fly into the front court. The pass into the right corner to McMorris. Back on top, wanted to go around the horn, instead reversing it back to the right side. Jackson, watched by Earhart. This is Mong. Left the shot short, but got his own rebound. Good follow on that miss. Throws it up off the glass. Didn't quite have the touch that he needed to get that thing to drop down. West Valley with the rebound and the basketball, leading 16-7. Doe, yes, from the right corner. And that is good for 2. Noah Doe now with 6 points on the day. 18-7 West Valley. Definitely not afraid to throw that thing up from outside. This is Jackson. At the high post, jump pass by Wall. Looking for the cutter and a walk. Turnover will give the ball back to West Valley.
He's really trying to see West settle into their game here. Seem a little jittery.
Doe, Stickle, drives to the hoop, lays it up with the left hand and in.
Stickle walks right in.
Stickle now with 5 points. Whistle stopping play. And a 2-shot foul called.
The foul as the line shooting 2 for the West side.
Impressed with that cut to the hoop by Stickle. The ball went into the corner. He just drove real hard to the basket, got the pass and laid it up with the left hand, protecting the basketball with the right. Free throw is good by DeAndre McMorris for his first point of the afternoon. 20-8 West Valley. McMorris will try it again. Shot a little bit off to the right. Rebound cleared by Fields Colbert. Now for Earhart. He'll take Jackson into the front court. Ran into a double team, passed out of it. Stickle from the right wing. There's a drop in for him. Pass down the floor, a drive to the hoop. Bumped and getting the hoop is DeAndre McMorris.
Good finish by McMorris with the contact by Mingo.
Cornelius.
Blocking
Mingo
foul and a
Jr.
2-pointer for McMorris. I'll tell you what, McMorris I think anticipated that bump. I think he could feel it coming on his hip.
You know, he's really good at that. You know, he's also looking to continue his flow that he had from last night. He had a really good game last night. So he's obviously looking to continue that in today's game. So that's a good thing you have that end one to get him going.
Now that the Eagles are in double figures, it doesn't look so bad. You're down by 9, but you still feel like you're still in the game.
Yeah, they definitely still got to pick it up.
Carry called. West ball.
Carrying the basketball, turnover, and it'll go back over to West. With 5:15 left to go first half, and the Wolfpack with a 20-11 lead over the Eagles. Long into the front court. This is Jackson. Long, Jackson, Lawrence, down to the baseline, jumper, no good. Followed up and tipped up and in by Luka Wall. Wall now with 4, 20-13. Slip by Mingo, no call. West Valley continues with the offense. This is Mingo. Back on top for Earhart. He'll reset the offense. 4.5 minutes to go first half. 20-13 West Valley. Mingo tries from long range. The ball hits the rim and then bounces out. Basketball will belong to West. Moderate pressure, maybe looking for a trap near half court. Now the Wolfpack drops back and the Eagles go to work. Driving baseline, dipsy-doo! Comes off no good by McMorris. Stickle, a lob pass, Doe. In the left corner, pulls it back out. Fields Colbert to Earhart. Looks away, drives, lays it up off the glass and in.
Dylan Earhart.
Earhart has 5 points on the afternoon. 22-13 West Valley.
Jackson.
Zip pass down to the left baseline. Trying to make some room for himself. Spinning is Jackson. Got the ball back, lays it off. off-balance shot taken there by McMorris, and he drew the foul. I'll tell you what, Devin Jackson did just about everything except get that ball up to the hoop, and then he had the presence of mind to get that basketball over to McMorris.
It's a good find by him. You know, he has really good court vision, IQ of the game, and they're definitely looking to keep him out on the court today. You know, get him some playing time. You know, like I said earlier, he really hasn't been playing lately, so it's really good for him to get into a field today.
DeMarcus
2-14 is McMorris. Hits the first. And drops the second one.
McMorris.
Out of his 6 points, 4 have come from the free throw line as Coleman looks to check back in.
Jariah Coleman in the game for West.
And again, the Eagles will put on some full court pressure. Lob into the front court, solved. Fields Colbert. Dylan Earhart. Colbert into the corner, Stickle. Stickle, whistle, and a ball. Coming up from that corner, set himself up for a nice 10-foot jumper, but shuffled the feet, and so the basketball will go back over to the Eagles. This is Jackson. Fades left. Moves it back out. Long. Now McMorris to the right baseline. Kick back out by Coleman. Lob pass to the left side. And now Long pulls it back out again. McMorris can't find room to make that move to the hoop. Jackson back up on top again for Wall. A lob knocked out of the hands of Coleman, and the ball is recovered by West Valley. And the Wolfpack will take a timeout. 2:41 left to go in the second quarter. West Valley 22 and West 15. So I think turnovers helping West stay in this game. You know, West Valley, yeah, they've been hitting some shots, but also they've had some opportunities on the fast break that they haven't been able to cash in. Consequently, the Eagles come back the other way with plenty of opportunities. And again, more often than not, they find a lid over that basket.
West Valley's looking to keep the ball, take care of the ball, secure it. While on the other hand, West needs to capitalize on their turnovers. You see, they're getting a lot of opportunities to get points off the turnovers.
I can see where both teams would like to get into that up and down run and gun game. West Valley shoots really well off the dribble, but for West, I think it's a little bit more frantic, and I'm wondering if it might not behoove them to maybe slow that thing down, get into the front court, maybe get in a little bit more set so they can get some more open jumpers and get that confidence going.
For sure, definitely important for them to get into a set to get them going. You know, hopefully as soon as they get that set, get them going, they'll be able to push it forward the tempo.
2:29 left to go, first half, 22-15 West Valley. Earhart drives it down to the right baseline, ran out of room. A jump pass, Davis with the jumper. No, that comes off no good. Eagles clear with Long. Jackson lets it fly. Comes off no good as Fields Colbert runs over to the right baseline to grab that rebound. On the drive to the hoop, a whistle and a foul call. Strong drive to the basket by Cornelius Mingo Jr., drawing the foul, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws. Stopping the clock with 2:01 left to go first half.
Mingo Jr.
Mingo with just 2 points. Make it 3 as he nails the free throw.
Trayvon Jackson. Second in Devin Jackson.
Trayvon Jackson comes in. Devin Jackson comes out for West. Mingo's free throw comes off no good. Drops right into the fingertips of Luca Wall. And the Eagles come into the front court looking to take a bite out of a 23-15 West Valley lead. Long drives, bumps Stickle, sends a wild shot up no good. Follow up no good by Coleman. A battle for the rebound and a foul will be called. Maybe that thing might have been tied up, but no, they're going to call a foul on Devin Mong.
Devin Mong called for his first foul.
His first personal foul. West Valley has 7 team fouls, West with 6. As we get to the late stages of the first half. Earhart drives, puts it up through traffic, no good. Rebound loose on the right wing, and it's pulled in there by Luca Wall. Spins his way into the front court, and whistle foul called up top there on DeMarcus Davis. The referee
Gets fouled.
saw him
We're in the bonus.
throw an arm out there to ward off the offensive player. Into the bonus now.
Foul is first.
Shooting the 1-and-1 is Luca Wall.
Luca Wall actually came over from Bartlett. This is his first year at West, so it's definitely a good addition to the Westside basketball team. They definitely feed into his energy, and they got to get him going. He's a really lethal when he's scoring. He's very lengthy, so it's really hard to defend him on the perimeter.
Free throw bounces out, no good. Athletic play there by DeMarcus Davis to get the ball in, but a steal, a drive, block shot, and West Valley comes away unscathed after the turnover. Fortunate. Stickle. Terrell Peter back up on top for Earhart. As we're under a minute to go first half. Earhart looking over to the bench. Tosses into the right corner. Drive with the right hand, shot left short by Davis, kept in play by Stickle. Now Campbell. Too long with that jumper.
Strong rebound by Jariah.
Jariah Coleman pulls it down. The outlet to Wall into the front court from the left corner. Good for three.
McMorris, 3 ball.
DeAndre McMorris. 9 points now for McMorris. 23-18 as the Eagles creep a little bit closer. Whistle and a lock in the backcourt. Great opportunity here for the Eagles to go out on a high note here at the end of the first half.
See that they kind of got those last two baskets, got the energy going, so they can definitely carry that in going into the half if they're going to play for one shot here.
20 seconds to go.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to play for one shot.
McMorris, Earhart. Keeping an eye on him. Back on top for Mong. Now McMorris again, likely to take that last shot. He makes the drive. Earhart cuts him off. Ball is sent out to Jackson. Puts it up short. The long rebound, run down in the corner, and that is it. That is the end of our first half of play with our score, West Valley 23 and West 18.
All right,
You're watching and listening to the West High Orange Juice Network.
Let's put your hands together for the
2018 Alaska Airlines
basketball
Classic.
cheer
We'll be
squad.
right
Let's hear
back. Good job, my man. Doing a great job. You're next Kelly Thompson. Yep.
I didn't know that Cheer was going first. Cheer is going first, and then
Really? All right. Scott's going to come up. Don.
I'll get it.
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming up.
Practice, so you see what we do. And then we're gonna probably go a little more man because our zone we're not really reacting to where they're passing. We're giving up open looks. You're good to me.
Thank you.
I'll record first.
I mean, you can record the whole half. I'll just be here. The whole half.
We're having some technical difficulties with the audio.
We're going to have Scott come up here for an interview, so you get to take a little time off.
Can you put that mic on you?
I don't know, I don't see it. Oh, it's down here. We're on the West High Orange Juice Network. That wasn't mine, that was Qyntyn's deal.
That's funny.
Welcome back, everyone. We're at West High School, and at halftime, West Valley has a 23-18 lead over the West High Eagles. Pleased to be joined now by one of the guys who's very instrumental in making this wonderful thing happen here today. Not only today, but also through the weekend with this Alaska Airlines Classic tournament. Scott Haberstad, the regional sales manager for Alaska Airlines, joins us. Scott, thanks so much for the time. We certainly appreciate it.
There we go. Now I can talk. Thank you guys for what you're doing. This is an amazing experience. The energy in this gym is phenomenal.
I know. Can you imagine what would have happened maybe if the Eagles would have come out with maybe a slam dunk right off the top? This place would have come down.
Yeah, the roof that is here would have been off.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. I mean, and the Eagles are coming back. It's a great game.
You know, inching their way back, getting back into this thing, and it's what a wonderful atmosphere now. It's kind of, let me put it this way, and not in a disparaging way, kind of artificially manufactured, just for the fact that we are in a school day at West High School. But what an opportunity for these student athletes to play in front of a crowd as big as this, and something that they may not ever be able to experience otherwise.
Well, you know, it's their entire student body. So the fact is, I mean, they went into the multicultural event next door, and so they showed the different cultures that are here at the school, and then to have everybody come in here and watch them play basketball, what this does is it siphons, or it's what priming the pump for the entire season for them. They come out and have a good showing here. These kids are going to come to the games, they're going to move on, it brings on school spirit. It's a chilling experience. It's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about Alaska Airlines and how you got involved in this, and why does a basketball tournament like this interest Alaska Airlines?
It's our ability to give back to the communities in which we live. You know, I grew up in Southeast Alaska down in Ketchikan, and I graduated many moons ago back in the 80s. Our gymnasiums were always filled with this, and it brought on school spirit. It brought kids that wanted to be in school. It's another reason to be there. So Alaska Airlines and our 1,800 employees for the state of Alaska, we're committed to being a part of the communities in which we live. And this is just another good way that we can do that, to give back. We can bring in great talent from the lower 48 and let our in-state kids play against that, and to elevate their game, to make their game better. Because while here in Anchorage, a lot of people will tell you hockey is king. In the state of Alaska, basketball rules.
Well, and you know what? You grew up in an area of the state where I don't think a lot of people realize, you know, you talk about Anchorage and the metro area and the kids and the families that it attracts. You look outstate and you look into the bush, what else do they have to do? They got gymnasiums, they play basketball, you do a really good job. But I didn't realize until I started getting involved with the Alaska Sports Hall of Fame what an impact basketball makes in Southeast Alaska. I mean, it is huge, the history behind it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it rains, and it rains a lot down there. So you just said it. We've got a gym, and that's what you do. You play basketball. And the entire community revolves around it, not only in Southeast, but up in Barrow, up in Nome and Cots. I mean, if Barrow is playing Kotzebue in basketball, in Kotzebue, there's not a lot of people left in Barrow. I mean, they travel the state, and they support their teams. And it just, again, it's a great way for us to be a part of the community we serve. And you know what? This is work. I get to be here and help put this stuff on, and I get to watch some great basketball at the same time. So I count my blessings every day. I firmly believe in high school athletics as a way to keep kids engaged in school. My wife's a teacher, so we're always around the schools.
Okay, memo to Kurt. Be sure to get a hold of Alaska Airlines and apply for the regional sales manager assistant job.
Exactly. Absolutely. It's a great job.
I want to help you out with that, that's for sure. When you see the smiles on the kids' faces, you know, obviously Alaska Airlines gets great publicity. That's what it's all about, PR and marketing, things like that. But you get the personal experience of actually being here, and I'm sure there are other Alaska Airlines employees here as well that get to see the smiles not only on the athletes' faces, but those who are here to recreational watch and the kids in the stands as well.
Absolutely. You know, I look back and remember back in high school, and there were, not only in basketball, but sports kept so many kids in school because you had to get the grades to play. And I know that I can probably tell you 10 guys right now that played basketball or played sports that probably wouldn't have graduated high school if that hadn't been there for them. Because, I mean, every Wednesday, you had to get signed out by your teachers to go anywhere. And funny story, the only time I was an MVP gold with Alaska Airlines in the 80s, back in high school, because you traveled every weekend. But to travel, you had to get the grades. You had to make it happen, make it work. And so it was just a great experience.
So traveling with Alaska Airlines, and not just because you're sitting here, but my last couple of seasons with the Alaska Aces, we traveled almost exclusively on Alaska Airlines. and it was a wonderful experience. Talk about the airline industry and some of the challenges you face nowadays. Now, I know you and Delta are kind of in this punch and duck type of thing, I know, in the Seattle area. But Alaska Airlines is Alaska. Tell me about what you've got going right now. The Club 49 thing is a wonderful thing. Anything else that the folks would really like to hear about?
Yeah, we are. I mean, Delta used to be a partner of ours, and they're not a partner anymore. They are a competition. But competition makes you better, whether it's on the basketball court or in business. And our competition is to be a better airline. We're a better airline today than before. I mean, we're doing things for our customers, for our employees. I mean, it's the right thing to do. So just recently, you mentioned Club 49, we announced a new program there, a new benefit of Club 49, which is free for less. So now, if you're shipping freight into Alaska, which a lot of people do, absolutely, and you're a Club 49 member, if you're traveling that day, you ship up to 100 pounds for $10. If you're not traveling that day, you ship up to 100 pounds for $40. So that, combined with the weekly fare stuff we offer with Club 49, 2 bags free traveling anywhere we go, and then your last minute travel allowance certificate. Alaskans honestly save over $20 million in benefits from Club 49 alone. Yeah. So it's another way we give back. It's another way we reinvest in the community.
Right, absolutely. And your destinations seem to grow along with Virgin Airlines. It seems like you can go just about anywhere you want to go.
Well, that's our goal.
Via Alaska.
That's our goal. I mean, we want to be the airline for the West Coast. And Alaska is the West Coast. I mean, up and down. So, I mean, we've expanded from Los Angeles east. We've expanded from San Francisco east. We've also, a lot of Alaskans don't realize this, we've added a lot of capacity into California as well. So, Alaskans love the sun. We love Alaska, we love our winters, but we also love to get out. So we can pretty much take you anywhere you need to go.
Yeah, like it happens to be Maui or even Maui.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Honolulu flight departing in a couple hours. I'm pretty sure there's a seat on it.
I don't know why you should know that. Well, Scott, I can't thank you enough for the effort that you put into it. It takes a lot of work to it isn't just throwing money at it. It takes a lot of coordination. It takes a lot of work to pull something like that off. Not only you, but the entire tournament committee. You have to work tightly with those guys as well.
I can't tell you how
Steve Merlin, Don Winchester, and those guys.
It's great how, I don't know if you saw, but the superintendent of schools was here earlier. There's a commitment from the school district to make things like this work, to bring kids together, to make it a better high school experience and have them engaged. We're just glad to be able to partner with good friends.
Yeah, lots of fun, and we've got another half of basketball to go here. The Eagles going to be able to get back into this thing?
You know what? They're going to make it happen. And folks out there that are listening to the radio, thank you very much. Give it a chance to come down. Some great basketball we had this weekend.
Yeah, full schedule coming up. Scott Haberstad, thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
You bet. Scott Haberstad joining us from Alaska Airlines and talking about this
Wonderful tournament that we have going on here. We're at halftime. It's West Valley 23 and West 18. We're back with North.
That was a cool. Did you get to see the first halftime?
First half, what?
The first halftime performance?
No.
Let's go!
I need another one. This one's screwed up.
is the name. Big baller did the chain. Torn up for the watch. Prezi plain Jane.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, Wolfpack, the court's yours if you want to warm up, boys. Here we go, second half action, Alaska Airlines Classic 2018. West Valley Wolfpack up 5.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
West side.
Second half action from West High School. The 2018 Alaska Airlines Classic on the West High Orange Juice Network. Just underway with the second half, and West Valley with a 23-18 lead over the Eagles. To the left baseline, Stickles' shot comes off no good. He left it a little bit short. Clearing in the backcourt is Iwell Dack. And the turnover in the front court will give the ball right back to the Wolfpack. Qyntyn, we were talking earlier in the game about turnovers and what an impact they made in that first half. Certainly you'd think that the guys have settled down now and those turnovers will come down a bit.
Yeah, hopefully their pregame jitters are all out. You saw that pass get fired off Dry Coleman's hands. He just got to be ready for that one. But you saw them get into a little bit of a groove at the end of the half there, so they're hopefully looking to carry that into this quarter.
Dylan Earhart, 5 points in the first half for Dylan. Lays it off for Mingo Jr. This is Davis. Stickle in the corner. Davis back up on top for Earhart. West Valley eyes that defense. Earhart drives, trying to penetrate. Mingo, yes. That's good for 3 for Mingo.
Right, they're still looking to shoot the D ball, it looks like.
Mingo now with 6 points. 26-18 West Valley. They showed good patience that trip down.
Right, yeah, they swung the ball around until they found a better shot. No one's being selfish on that drive, so you saw a lot of ball movement on that drive. And he was fortunate to find Mingo open in the corner. And Mingo comes up with a steal here.
Mingo drives, stops, puts it up, and got it just over the lip for 2.
The steal.
Cornelius Mingo, as West Valley's getting off to a good second half start. A drive to the hoop, losing the handle initially was McMorris, then he got it back and puts the ball up and in for 2. 28-20, and a whistle and a walk. Now, when West Valley does turn this ball over, it's up to the Eagles to take advantage, and I think that's one way they're going to be able to really get back into this game is coming down and making West Valley pay for giving up the basketball.
Right, yeah, they have been turning the ball over a lot this game, and, you know, for West, if they can't find that groove, they got to be able to get points off.
Iwell Dack with the drive, and he draws the foul, so the basketball will go to the free throw line where Dack is going to attempt to pop in a pair. Close this gap. High arching shot comes off, no good. Right now an 8-point lead for the Wolfpack. And second one is good. Iwell Dack, that's his first point of the afternoon. 28-21 West Valley. Moderate pressure, but maybe trap at half court. A couple of lob passes and the Wolfpack go to work. Mingo. As it comes up short, racing back the other way is Dack. Drives, lays it up with the right hand and got it.
See West starting to come with the energy this quarter. Here we go.
Iwell Dack with 3 points. 28-23. West back to within 5. That's as close as they've been since early in the ballgame. Earhart trying to settle things down for West Valley. This is Mingo and a walk.
Travel called. West ball.
And again, here's that opportunity for the Eagles, who are on a bit of a run right now. 5:12 left to go, third quarter. Long. Left wing. Jackson back on top for Long. McMorris. Wraparound pass stolen away. And then Mingo is fouled in the backcourt by DeAndre McMorris. Common foul, and the basketball will belong to the Wolfpack at midcourt. 4:54 to go, quarter number 3. Earhart. High post, back out to Earhart. He launches. Long reach there by Coleman, pulls that rebound down. To the free throw line. Ball is tipped, ball is taken away. A little bit careless that time down the floor for the Eagles. From the free throw line, Earhart, and he drains it.
Dylan Earhart.
Earhart with 7, 30-23. The Eagles able to get as close as 5. Off balance shot put up and pushed on the play was Dack. Foul goes against West Valley, and it will go against
Mingo Jr.
Earhart.
called for his third foul.
Nope, it's going to be
2
Mingo.
seconds, second half, Iwell Dack at the line for West.
Mingo's third personal, so Dack back to the free throw line. Shot comes off, no good. One opportunity, or not one of the many opportunities to get back into a ball game is scoring when the clock's not rolling, and the free throw line is just the place to do that. So getting a higher percentage from the free throw line definitely would help the Eagles.
Right, and I think that this quarter the Eagles are definitely going to look to attack the basket, especially if West Valley wants to sit back in a press. So that'll give them the chance to push the ball off the floor and hopefully get an easy bucket.
Wave off the free throw, a lane violation, and the basketball will go back over to the Wolfpack. That's tough. It's tough when you miss out on point opportunities. Earhart, hot from from behind, whistle and a foul, and he sold that one. I think initially the steal would have been fine, but then I think Earhart sold it.
Yeah, he seemed to sell that one pretty well.
Basketball will stay with the Wolfpack. It's a smart player. Cagey, if you will. From the right wing, into the corner, spin. Hanging jumper, nope. Tipped by Stickle, and then he gets it back, left it put back short. The ball is ripped away by Lawrence, and a foul called in the backcourt against the Wolfpack. Foul on DeMarcus Davis.
DeMarcus Davis.
And that is his
second foul.
His second personal foul. A frustration foul there after the missed opportunities on the offensive end there, and just trying to get that ball back to make something positive happen.
West is trying to stay aggressive. Keep the jitters from coming up, trying to stay aggressive throughout the corner. And on defense is where they're going to really have to step it up.
Lawrence with a three-point attempt. Ball safe from going out of bounds. Lawrence has it there. Zips it down to Mong. Bump with Stickle. Tried to go up with it. Came back down. Nothing doing there. Back out on top. Dak. That shot no good. Tipped. And into the hands of Stickle. Then off his knee and out of bounds. And the ball will stay with West. .3:20 to go, third quarter. Foul before the pass is made inbounds.
Fields Colbert called for a second foul, team 4.
Chancellor Fields Colbert with a personal foul for West Valley. His first. Mark, check that's number 2 on Fields Colbert. So the Eagles on offense down by 7. Dak drives, whistle and a foul.
Will Dak drives the lane, draws the foul.
Foul called on Fields Colbert again. That is his third.
That'd be 5 on the Wolfpack.
Good aggressive drive to the hoop.
Oh yeah, you're definitely going to get that from IUL too. IUL is a hard worker. He does everything. He hustles, he gets on the floor, he rebounds, tenacious rebounder actually. But you see a lot of hustle out of him, and I think that's what a lot of people realize him, is that he brings that energy to that starting 5 out there.
Free throw clangs off, no good. Ready to go with number 2. Right now, 7-point West Valley lead. Stickle comes out. And Campbell will check in for him.
Checking in for Jesse Stickle.
Need one more.
I think it looks like, because talking about their shorts being rolled up, that's a new rule actually this year that they just implied. A lot of players roll their shorts down due to them being too long, and I think they're starting to buckle down on that this year.
Well, can you imagine that, Qyntyn? And I'm an old timer, and I played back in the John Stockton, almost the bikini.
Yeah, you can see that coming back. Like I like to wear my shorts high last year, so it's definitely some athletes like to do, but
I never thought I'd hear an athlete or see an athlete roll it to make the legs shorter.
Right, and I'm guessing that results in a technical foul now, especially after a warning, I'm pretty sure.
So the guys like wearing it just above the knee, is
yeah,
that
we
it?
like actually kind of like wearing them like right around the quad area right there. That's where I like mine, so.
Okay. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Ball tip taken away. Lawrence on the drive with the right hand, lays it high off the glass, and it comes off no good. Dak went really, really high, and he gets the basketball and lays it in.
Puts it back.
Will Dak with 5. 30-25 again. There's that 5-point lead for West Valley. A foul, offensive foul as he hooked his arm around. That is Terrell Peter. And the basketball will stay with West.
Looking to feed off this energy. This is where they're at their best right here.
I think this is a really big possession right here.
For sure.
Because they've scratched and clawed so hard to get back to this point, and they haven't been able to get much closer than 5 points.
Right. So, they're definitely going to get something in the hoop here.
From the left baseline, all bounces off of Ming going out of bounds. West should keep it. A little sloppy on the inbounds there. You got to take care of that basketball. Mong will get it to Dak. into the paint. Hangs, lays it up, no good. Got his own rebound. Goes right back up with it too hard off the glass. The ball goes to the baseline, and it will belong to West Valley. Just frantic underneath there.
Sure, yeah, he's definitely gets a little frantic there under the rim, but as you can see that hustle out there, he got his own rebound a couple times, so I think if he just keeps that energy up, he'll be good.
Oh, absolutely. And then as he gets older, he'll control that.
For sure.
And it'll make him really, really effective.
See West coming out with a lot of hustle this half, getting on the floor a little bit.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Isaiah King. Now back in Devin Jackson. For the Eagles. As Lawrence will come on for a breather. 30-25. West Valley with the lead in the basketball with 2:20 left to go. And quarter number 3. Earhart drives.
Oh, wow.
And one official calls a block, the other official calls an offensive foul. Which one's going to win here? They're going to talk it over.
They're going to give a charge.
I'm thinking charge just because of the way the shoulder went down and he went into that crowd. But who knows? We'll see.
I think they're going to get him on a charge here. Oh, it's a block.
Nope, they'll call the block. Okay. Earhart is confident. He went right to the free throw line.
Oh, yeah.
A double foul. Okay. So Earhart will pick up a foul, as will Dak.
So there were 2 fouls on the play. One on the Wolfpack, Dylan Earhart called for that. On the west side of things, Iwell Dak called for the foul. That'd be his 4th.
So will Earhart get to shoot free throw?
Yeah, he'll shoot his 2 free throws, and then I'm pretty sure it'll be a West possession due to the charge being a turnover.
Jarak Coleman.
But if it was a charge, then he shouldn't be at the free throw line. I think don't the 2 calls wash each other out? And
you would think, but it looks like they're going to give him.
And then they would use the alternating possession.
Right.
I think.
I get in trouble when I think, so I'll stop.
It's really odd because if he does shoot the 2 free throws, but he can't call a charge because the charge is a change of possession.
Exactly.
So one call has to cancel out the other, and if there's going to be 2 fouls.
So they're calling a charge. So it's going to be West high possession.
But the possession thing comes into play because it'd be like a jump ball.
Right.
I guess we figured it out.
We did.
Jackson into the front court. This is King. Hands it off, foul at top. May have gotten Fields Colbert on a reach, and if so, that's personal foul number 4, according
Fields Colbert called for his 4th foul.
to my records. Yep, there it is.
They might have to look to give him a sub. At least to make it to the 4th quarter. Yep, they're going to give him a sub.
Yeah, I would get him on that game. Free throw is good by Luca Wall. Now has 5 points. Noah Doe back in, and Fields Colbert will come out with his 4th foul. We'll see him a little bit later on in the 4th quarter, I'm sure. 30-26. So a little bit closer for Weston off the miss. The rebound to the Eagles. Jackson up on top.
Long range 3.
Boom! There it is. Luca Wall. And it's a 1-point ball game.
Just like that, they're back in it, but he left sticks.
Long pass down the floor, and the putback is good by Campbell off the miss by Stickle.
Campbell on the finish for the Wolfpack.
West was a little happy to be pulled to within 1 and didn't get back on the defense. Ball knocked off of Stickle's hands and out of bounds, and it will stay with the Eagles. 32-29, a 3-point game. And now they're going to check in with the official score. All is well, and West will put the ball in play with Jackson. Into the corner.
3.
Comes off no good. Great rebound, and the ball swatted away. Good hustle by Isaiah King as he snuck inside that box out and made a good offensive play.
Dylan
Earhart with the foul, and that is his 2nd personal foul. So again, an opportunity to creep back to within 1 point if he can hit a pair. Free throw rolls out no good.
Checking in the game for the Wolfpack, Terrell Peter.
Terrell Peter back into the game. Campbell will come out. King's second attempt is good. First point of the afternoon for Isaiah King. 32-30, a 2-point West Valley lead as the Wolfpack jumps into the offense. Mingo cuts to his left. Back out on top for Doe. Now Earhart controls out near the timeline. 1:10 left to go, third quarter. 32-30, West Valley. Off balance, hook off the glass and good.
I don't know how he managed to get that one up.
My goodness.
Wow.
And one for Cornelius Mingo.
DeAndre McMorris.
Called for his second foul, team 5.
Yeah, Mingo showed some strength there,
Mingo
eh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's a big guy. He's put on, compared to last year, he's actually put on a lot of muscle. You know, I've talked with him lately. He's been working out a lot. So definitely using that size to his advantage there.
Using size and using some uncanny accuracy with that shot because it was off balance and almost a prayer. 35-30, a 5-point cushion for the Wolfpack. Under a minute to go, third quarter.
You see Luka looking to score now.
Back, shot comes off, no good. Important right now for West here on the defense to make a stop because I can feel some of that momentum waning just a bit. Earhart hangs, no, and knocked out of the air by Wall on the putback attempt. You know, when they got back to within one, I think there was jubilation tempered a bit though because West Valley came right back.
Right. You know, West has got to stay up. They got to stay up, playing defense, playing high-paced defense, stay in their face. Can't let West Valley get any more open threes because you know they've been looking to shoot the three lately. Good defense by DeAndre McMorris. Jump ball.
Alternating possession, and the basketball will stay, I believe, with West Valley. And it will. Fortunate for the Wolfpack because that would have been a costly turnover up top. Earhart, Stickle, jumper. And the rebound run down by Wall. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Across the timeline. Leaves it on top for Devin Jackson. 8 seconds. Jackson sizing up Earhart. Fades to the right. Long jumper by McMorris is too long. And that is going to end our third quarter. With our score, West Valley 35 and the West High Eagles 30. We're back with the fourth and final quarter right after this on the West High Orange Juice Network.
Rumor on the street that Romig Middle School is in the house. Romig, are you here? Apparently Romig didn't make it. Is Romig Middle School not here? Are they here? They're awful quiet. West High, show Romig how you make some sound in this gym. West High. All right, you see Romig, that's how we do. Romig, where are you? Okay. That's not bad. That's 7th and 8th grade. Hey, we don't boo them till they're freshmen. Come on, West. Clean it up. All right, this is fourth quarter action, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to need crowd involvement to get these boys back into it. Down.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Kurt Haider along with Qyntyn Pilcher. 8 minutes to go.
Helgeson, your dad's in the front office.
And maybe more. We'll see.
To the front office.
West, after being down big early in the game, was able to creep back to within 1 here in the third quarter. Now down by 5 with the basketball. Skip pass over the top. Jackson, Mong, up on top, stolen away. On the run, Terrell Peter lays it up. That is blocked! Luka Wall timed it perfectly. Wall pulls it out to Jackson. Pullback jumper, yes!
Mid-range jumper.
Devin Jackson picked a good time to pick up his first 2 points of the afternoon. 35-32, West Valley. A whistle and a foul at the other end. Devin Jackson's personal foul.
DeAndre McMorris collects his third foul. It's team 6.
McMorris picks up the personal foul, his third. Earhart walked. Yep, a little shake of the shoulders And then the rest of the body stayed put while the feet went.
You see how refs get players on that a lot. It's a really popular move that people go to, but sometimes it results in a travel.
Hanging jumper off balance on the way, no good by McMorris. Forced it up there. The rebound drops to the floor and it's cleared away by Terrell Peter. Way up top, some deep breaths for Cornelius Mingo Jr. As West Valley's going to run a little time here. Mingo drives and lays it up and in. No one stopped the basketball.
So he's a big Roddy coming in there.
13 points for Mingo, 37-32. West Valley with a 5-point lead once again. Jackson on the right wing. To the baseline. Lays it off nicely in the paint, up and in. The shot is good by Isaiah King.
I think that just shows the court vision by Devin there to be able to find Isaiah King there on the baseline.
Bump in the backcourt, it's a block. Devin Jackson's personal foul. Let's go back to that drive down to the baseline because Stickle actually played some pretty good defense there, but it was the quickness of Lawrence that got him around the corner.
Yeah, you know, he's a quick guy. Devin used his quickness there to get around him on the baseline, seal him, and was able to find Isaiah King open in the paint.
3-point ball game now as Earhart goes to the free throw line. 6:06 left to go in the game. Got the shooter's roll, and it drops in for him. 7 points. Took that 8 points now for Dylan Earhart. And a double take there on the free throw. I think he said that the ball kind of slipped through his fingers, and so the violation will give the basketball over to West. This is Jackson on the left wing. Great pass, slash to the hoop, comes off no good.
West gets it back.
Rebound pulled down by King. He'll drive right back to the basket, scoops it up and in, and a foul call. Stickle with the foul, and what a drive by Isaiah King to get the hoop and the harm.
Called for his first foul.
38-36, an opportunity to pull the Eagles to within one. There it is.
That's what West needed right there. They needed that right there. That was a good momentum change for them.
5:40 left to go in the ball game. A 1-point lead for West Valley. And the Wolfpack with the basketball. Earhart bumped up top by Jackson. Drives, lays it off. Shot on the way by Doze. No good. Long drives. Followed up and in. Timeout on the floor, and the West High Eagles have taken their first lead of the game at 39-38.
You see, it's times like this that West Valley really has to stay together because, you can hear this environment starting to erupt now that West has taken the lead.
Here's the difficult thing, though, is that they have not had to face a deficit all game long. Actually, things came pretty easily to them as they built that big lead. Now, all of a sudden, here's adversity.
All right, so it's interesting to see how they play when they're behind. We'll probably see them pick up the tempo a little bit, try to get some easy baskets.
Well, playing from behind, it isn't that much behind at just 1 point, but you can feel that West Valley has gotten away a little bit from what was successful for them earlier. .5:21 left to go in the game. West 39, West Valley 38. Wolfpack will have the basketball following the timeout, and the Eagles will take the opportunity to put on some pressure in the backcourt. In front of a huge crowd here at West High School, the Eagles have battled back and have taken a 1-point lead. 5:10 to go. Earhart working on Jackson. Got to within 5 feet. His shot comes off no good. Stickle saves to Earhart. negotiates some traffic and pulls it back out. Misses Mingo. Quite tight out there. Oh, knocked out of bounds. Slashing hands by Isaiah King, knocking the basketball out of bounds. Can't discount that quickness out there, and you really have to be careful with the ball.
That was good defense by Isaiah King, way to keep his hands out.
Stolen. McMorris. No. Stickle rebounds and the quick outlet pass gets the ball into the front court. Stolen away again. And a foul on Mingo.
I think that was an aggression foul right there. It's out of anger.
That's his fourth.
Draws the foul. Cornelius Mingo Jr. count for his fourth foul. Isaiah King.
All part of the excitement of what the high school game is all about. In that you've got kids and they make mistakes and they want to make up for their mistakes, and it's a positive thing in that they're working so hard to get the ball back, but they really have to be careful in how they do that.
Yeah, and in that sense, you just got to be smart. Know where you're at in the game situation, know where your team's at, know how many fouls you have, and Mingo, I think he's definitely regretting that one. He's got to be a little bit smarter about how he takes that last foul there.
4 fouls now on Mingo. We still have another 4:37 to go, so Mingo will take a seat. He joins Fields Colbert with 4 fouls. As the free throw is good by Isaiah King, who's really done a great job here in the second half, energizing this Eagles offense. 40-38 West. King ready to go with the second one. Got it.
See West playing with some more urgency. I think they got that groove going.
Pressure in the backcourt. That's 8 points now for King. 41-38 Eagles. Backdoor pass. Jump hook good. That is Chancellor Fields Colbert. And if you can believe that, it's his first 2 points of the game. 41-40, the Eagles with a 1-point lead in the basketball. Jackson, backdoor, taken away. Stickle. Jack. Fields Colbert. And the jumper is good by DeMarcus Davis.
DeMarcus Davis.
He has 4.
West Valley with the lead by 1.
West Valley now back in the lead, 42-41. Attempted give and go. Ball is knocked loose. A whistle and a foul will be called on the floor. Earhart picks up the personal.
Dylan Earhart.
I think that's 3 on him.
It's always a tough situation when the ball's on the floor because you've got guys diving, you've got guys going after it hard. They teach you that in the early part of the season. They roll the line. I've had coaches roll the ball out on the floor, 2 guys going after it. Who wants it worse?
Yeah, it's definitely a drill that you see a lot of teams doing it. Really tells you how tenacious you are, how bad you want it. So that's a really good thing to practice because see both teams actually out here getting on the floor. They know that's coming down to a close game. So, this is about who makes those effort plays. That might help you out in the long run.
Giving up some skin.
Sure.
That free throw is good, and that ties it up.
That's a second. We got a tie game.
Devin Jackson now with 3 points on the afternoon. 42-42, 3:39 left to go in the ball game. Peter to Earhart. Backs toward the baseline, got loose for a jumper and hits it. Creating offense all by himself, Dylan Earhart gives West Valley a 2-point lead at 44-42. Whistle and foul. It'll be interesting here if they call it a shot or a pass. No, he's going to shoot 1 and 1, so it was a kind of a scoop pass.
Stickle called for a second foul.
Maybe he wanted to lay it up there for an alley-oop.
Maybe he did. He got Luke out there, go out there and catch one. But you're going to count that one as a shot, and he'll sit here with 2 at the free throw line.
Jesse Stickle's second personal foul. Isaiah King back to the line. 4 free throws hit here in the second half.
Mingo.
He's got 9 points for the game. Mingo back in, and Stickle will come out. 44-43 West Valley. Second one is good.
Isaiah King is king. From the line, hits 2 for 2. It's a tie.
3:13 to go. We're all tied up at 44. Earhart coming off the screen as Peter drives, lays it up and in.
It's just fine for him to find some really junior winger at the end of there.
Powerful slash to the hoop. Back into the corner. This is McMorris. Comes off no good. The ball is safe from going out of bounds. Eagles have it. And then it's knocked out of bounds. West will keep it. As Devin Mong stumbles his way over to the sideline. May have turned an ankle on that scramble for the basketball. Officials timeout. West will take a short timeout. With 2:41 left to go in the ball game, and West Valley with a 2-point lead over the Eagles. I don't see many signs of fatigue here, and what I'm referencing is that the Eagles played here last night against Bartlett, and so the relatively short turnaround going from an evening game to a midday game. We talked about how the crowd energizes these players, and I think once the adrenaline of competition kicks in, that's also a factor.
Well, we've got James LPA on the job for the Venus Physicians of Anchorage.
They're fatigued, they know their bodies, so they train for it, so I think they're all ready for it.
And it's good preparation for when Regions comes around, and then hopefully ultimately State, where you play one game each day. West down by 2. This is Jackson. Devin Jackson laid it up. Awkward pass taken away. DeMarcus Davis lobs it up on top.
West got to look to get some pressure on D.
Earhart lays it off. Off the glass, no good by Davis. The ball goes to the floor. Spun away, controlled by the Eagles. Great job there by McMorris to negotiate some heavy traffic. King, Jackson. Yes! Devin Jackson with 6 points. 47-46 West with 1:48 to go. Earhart will take a breath up top on the left side, slow things down, gets a pick. Switch on D. Ball stripped, and a foul called on Devin Jackson. Taking a chance there, and that's not a bad chance. Why? Because he came up with the arm rather than coming down to slap at the basketball.
I was kind of surprised that he called that one.
Dylan Earhart at the line, shooting
He's got a little skin on
West
it.
Valley.
Earhart ties it up.
Jamari Lawrence.
11 points now for Dylan Earhart. All tied up at 47. And he rattles the second one home.
Hits them both for the Wolfpack.
West going to look to pick it up here.
48-47 with 1.5 minutes left to go. Jackson into the right corner. Ripped back out on top. Lawrence into the right corner. Jackson's got it there. Doesn't have a shot. Dak lob. Looking to the baseline. Posting up down there was TJ Prater. The ball was knocked out of Prater's hands and out of bounds, and the Eagles will retain possession with 1:12 left to go.
See, Jackson wanted to settle into offense on that one. You saw him talking to IUL, telling him, bring that back out and set it up. You don't want to force anything.
Spin move to the hoop, too! Isaiah King! An offensive catalyst for West High here in the second half, giving the Eagles a 49-48 lead. 55 seconds to go. Earhart lobs underneath. Up and in for Mingo.
Mingo Jr. Timeout, Wolfpack.
West Valley takes a timeout after the bucket. 50-49 West Valley. No time to celebrate. You got to get your butt back on defense. And what a frantic finish to at the beginning of the game. If you would have envisioned a one-point game inside of 50 seconds to go, I think you would have been scratching your head and thinking to yourself, really?
Right, and you see both of these teams have picked up the pace a little bit. Both teams are getting into it. You know, these teams actually play a lot alike offensively. Sometimes they want to run and gun, sometimes they want to set up into offense, but late these last about 2 minutes, you know, they've been running up and down the floor, so it's been some exciting basketball.
Well, a matter of who's got the ice water in the veins, and for West Valley, it's got to be Dylan Earhart. He seems to control things, and Mingo's the go-to guy as well. For West, how about Isaiah King in the second half, just coming alive offensively?
Right, yeah, Isaiah King, he's a really crafty guard, really crafty shooting guard, and you know, he's been slipping around here on the floor lately, so they're definitely going to look to run their offense through him. Him and Devin Jackson have really sparked them on offense lately, so as long as they can run through these two, we should be in for a pretty good one.
49.8 seconds remaining. West Valley 50, West 49. Lots more basketball coming up here on the West High Orange Juice Network. From the 2018 Alaska Airlines Classic. Jackson in the backcourt, over a double team. Yeah, driving, lays it up and in! 51-50. West with a 1-point lead with 39.7 seconds to go. And how about that drive to the hoop by Dak?
Looks like they're discussing if it's a charge or a block. Oh, they flipped it to a charge. You would think that right when they started to get momentum, or
the point
after the basket.
After the basket, okay. I think.
Personal foul.
A clean stop would be ideal for West here. Earhart, Dak in a battle. Earhart, free throw line. Slashing to the hoop is Mingo, and he drew the foul. We talked about Earhart and how calm he is out there in when everything else is in chaos. And that time he had good patience to wait for Mingo to make his move. Mingo hits it, and we're all tied up at 51. Second is good.
Cornelius Mingo Jr. hits them both under pressure.
Mingo makes it a 52-51 lead for West Valley. 24.9 seconds remaining in regulation. Jackson cleans the shoes as he rolls the ball ahead. Clock starts now. Moves to his right, to the baseline, lays it up off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped up and into the hands of Terrell Peter.
It was actually a good look by Devin there.
Whistle and a foul called up top.
Just couldn't get that one to fall.
Had a pretty good look. Tough when you're moving like that and hanging onto that basketball and to be accurate with it.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to be able to kiss that one off the glass, but it just barely missed it.
10.1 seconds to go. Free throw comes off no good, so it's still a 1-point ball game.
Timeout, Westside Eagles.
Eagles will take a timeout here. Now, he makes the second, it's a 3-point lead. Yeah, you got to hit that long one. If he does not, it's a 2-point lead, and a 3-pointer can win you a ball game. So what do if you're in that West High huddle right now, you're looking at both scenarios. You can't just focus on one. Who would be your click or your pick to click here, taking that last shot if it's available?
Jackson at point guard, I think with his IQ and his court vision, he'll be able to find them. So it's interesting to see what they do here.
For West Valley, a clean defense is almost imperative. You don't want West to have an opportunity to put points on the board and the clock's not rolling. Here we go. 10.1 to go. No good. But West Valley pulls it back out. And a foul called. Boy, that ball went to the floor. And the Eagles had no luck there. Foul called on Iwell Dak.
Call for his 5th foul.
Number 5.
A round of applause for Iwell Dak. This whole hard into the game today. Checking for West, we got TJ Prater and
52-51. West Valley leading West with 7.4 seconds remaining in the game. Getting things sorted out there. Coming up next, the 3 o'clock game features service taking Kodiak's place, service against Planet Athlete. At 5, it's West Valley and Columbia. And hopefully Kodiak will be in town for the 7 o'clock game against Bartlett to finish out day number 2. Day 1 started last night with Bartlett knocking off West.
What's going on here? I'll just look at 2 shots. I think it's 2 shots and a technical.
They're showing, one referee's showing 1 and 1, the other one is showing 2. 2? Let's see. I guess he's going to get 2. This is Mingo.
In hockey, they would call it gripping the stick.
Right.
Not the second one. Mingo.
West down by 2.
So it's
They
a
don't
2
need a
point.
3.
No,
Devin Bowles.
but they need a good look.
They need a good look.
7.4. West Valley is playing this right by putting some pressure in the backcourt and trying to eat up some of that clock, making it difficult for the Eagles. Those are valuable seconds in the backcourt. 7.4 to go. Inbounds. And now a drive. This is Lawrence. Around the double team. Lawrence keeps on coming. Lays it up and no good. And that is the ball game.
Oh, good.
The last second gasp for the West High Eagles just falls off the rim. And the West Valley Wolfpack pick up the win at 53-51.
Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2
Quentin, the way
players
this
on the
thing
game.
started out as the teams head into the handshake line, the way this thing started out, it was Route City. And West just chipped away, settled down, made it a ball game, and what an exciting 4th quarter we had.
Yeah, you saw both teams get settled into the tempo game. Both teams fought really hard. West just kicked it in a little too late. But, hard fought game by both teams. It's a really good game. Because at the beginning of the game, I definitely couldn't have predicted this.
It was a really gritty performance, and you have to think that the Eagles were buoyed, at least in part, by the whole crowd. They had a full house here and helped them get back into it. When you fall so far behind, you're looking for any type of advantage you can, or any type of edge that you can get on your way back. And so this crowd, I think, fueled a lot of that.
Yeah, believe it or not, crowd advantage does matter. I've found that out as a player because, you feed off of that energy of the crowd. And, that's why when your school comes to support you, when your school comes to support you, you really want to feed off that energy because they do have a lot that may affect you in the game.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up here from West High for our first game of the day. The West High Eagles and West Valley Wolfpack. The Wolfpack win it by 2, 53-51. Qyntyn Pilcher, thank you so much. All right, Kurt Haider saying goodnight. See you next time here from West High School on the Orange Juice Network.
Today at 5 p.m. And then Bartlett playing Kodiak tonight at 7 p.m.